Alrighty, comic 148 Friday morning, and there's Don Garbage. Alouette, gentille alouette, alouette, gentille plumerie. I had to look that up. I know this now. I don't fully remember looking it up, but all I remember is that I had to look that up because it's alouette. To this day, I still don't know exactly what that means. It could be celebration. Oh no! It has something to do with some sort of animal, a pet, because it's alouette, gentille alouette, which is well, obviously gentle or nice and gentle, or some sort of French euphemism for a combination of the two. And then alouette, je te plumerai, is I will brush you. I will. Yeah, just some sort of affectionate brushing method. I'm probably talking totally out of my behind at the moment, but I always thought it was alouette jaunty, as in jaunty alouette. Let's do a jaunty alouette, and then alouette jaunty plumerie, and everything was jaunty. That's what I thought it all was, and I was wrong. So je te plumerai la tête et la tête alouette. So I missed out on about 6 of them. Oh, and he's just standing there. I like the fact that Don Garbage sings Alouette to himself when he washes the floor and he mops the floor. I'm also kind of impressed with my "here's a mop" thing and him trying to mop. Now his hand in the first frame is atrocious. That probably took me a fraction of a second to draw. His hand in the second frame is slightly less atrocious. Shall we talk about the ball cap, or the whatever kind of cap that is? It seems to have a rounded top. My problem with hats, and I've probably mentioned hats before, because I think someone was wearing a big hat. When I try to draw hats, it looks like it's sitting at the very top of their head. What I should be doing is drawing the hat first, and then sort of drawing the head around it. But what I usually do is I draw the head, and then I try to draw the hat on top of it, so it sort of looks like the hat is hovering just above the crown of their head. It does not look right at all. And then, of course, in the second panel, there's Dr. Zero sneaking up on him. And I kind of like the line, "You will find that the RT-32 ray gun does not work in this dimension, Zero." And, of course, he always calls him Zero. He's not just Dr. Zero, he's Zero. You gotta gurgle the R. You don't roll the R, not like in Scottish, where it's faith and begorra. No, that's Irish. What's a good Scottish sentence with a lot of R's in it? The nights are fair, drawn in. Yeah, it's drawn. Drrr, so you roll it like that, but with an R in French. It's a little bit of a ch, so you have to gurgle it slightly with the tongue. These are good things. I should keep this in mind, because I'm slowly trying to teach my my 13-year-old lots of different accents. And the only thing that I can do, what taught me a lot of accents, is just watching a lot of movies. I couldn't do an Italian accent until I sat down and watched the entire Godfather trilogy in one weekend with my father. Bonding time. Anyway, we didn't bond all that well. We could still come apart afterwards. But pish. Maybe it's not an RT-32, smartass. I like how, and this was sort of the point of Don Garbage. Don Garbage makes Dr. Zero feel inadequate. And I like that. I like that he's just totally defensive about everything. And Don Garbage is always one step ahead of him. And yet Dr. Zero just keeps trying and trying and trying. And that's what I enjoyed about this one comic and this entire theory entirely. So he says, you will find the RT-32 will not work. And he says, I don't even have to look, but I know what's going on. He knows the sound of the gun, the sound of Dr. Zero. He just knows him that well. He's so good. And then, of course, Dr. Zero's is just a defense. Well, maybe it's not that jerk. Because that's the only comeback you could come up with at the time. I quite enjoy that. Anyway, this had a lot of dialogue to talk about, and it had a little bit of the drawing to talk about. Don Garbage's mustache has been fun to draw, but you'll find he pretty much is just Kenny with a mustache, which is funny. But I do end up changing Kenny around a little bit later, mostly because Kenny stopped looking like me. We'll get to that when it actually happens, because it does happen. Ugh, but at least I didn't ever draw Kenny with, well, actually, I have drawn Kenny with a bad mustache. Different kind of bad mustache is what I've got right now. Ooh. It's amusing, but I've had better days. I look ridiculous. It's one of those things where I do something and I think to myself, hey, it's sunny out. I just did something awesome and smart. I'll do my dashing smile and I'll look cool. I don't really have a dashing smile. But the point is that when I think that I'm looking cool, that is the exact moment that I remember, oh, wait. I've got a stupid mustache right now. In that voice. You gotta do it in that kind of drawling, smooth, debonair voice. I think that's all for this one. Do you have a look at the RT-32 in there? That's not bad, right? It's just a little gun with lots of decals and stuff on it. Why do you have a ray gun? Why didn't he just get an actual pistol? I think he does. He should come back with a pistol. Of course, Dr. Zero is still very focused on his life in the movie dimension. I keep talking even though I say I'm done. Alright, I am done. This time I'm done. Comic 149 will be Monday. Yep, all done.